How old is your kid?
He is 3 months now, finna be 4.
My kid is 2.5
Really?
months old.
When
So
did you have?
2.5 months ago.
Like what month? Day?
November 14th.
November 14th. Okay. I had my baby October 1st.
Right. So who's the dad? You got
Who's the dad?
Yeah, you got a secret boyfriend we don't know about, or is this?
No,
did it just happen, or was this a whole
everybody
big
know his
plan?
dad,
Oh,
no.
see, I don't know. I'm kind of in the.
Yes.
Who's your boyfriend?
His name is Martez. He, not a celebrity and stuff.
Okay, but if you're deep in the Molly Brazy world, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Damn. So how's that going for you?
Like how is me and the baby? Or
Yeah, just like how's the whole experience been? I feel like that's fucking. It's got to be a huge change in your life.
Yes, but it's lit though. Like he is like everything. Like everything happened for a reason. So I feel like he came at the perfect time where I need like motivation and stuff. So it's like we like best friends already.
It kind of changes everything about how you view the world. You
Yes,
know.
everything.
All of a sudden, shit's way more serious.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
I feel like I wasn't like all that worried about dying before.
Bro, I said the same thing.
Right?
Yes.
Because you're like, if I die, that would be so fucked up. Because my kid, like, what are they going to do?
Right. I say like what I said was I value life more. ever since. Yeah.
Definitely.
For sure. Because you got somebody you got to live for.
Definitely. So that was your first one?
Yeah.
Okay. Very exciting. How old are you?
I'm 21.
21.
22 next month.
Holy shit. I feel like I've known about you for way too long, but I guess it's not that out of the ordinary to know about a rapper when they're like 17 these days. So.
Yeah. I started real early.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, tell me a little bit more. Maybe we can get back to the baby talk towards the end, but tell me a little bit about your upbringing and what you were like as a kid and everything.
As a kid, I was just like, I was a tomboy. I was big on the tomboy, like I have all brothers, so like I was always following them around and like doing the things they was doing into the things they was into. And it's like what started me is they used to like freestyle and rap towards each other but be talking shit, and I tried it one time. That's why I don't freestyle no more, because I tried it one time. I said some bullshit, whatever just came to my head, and it just fucked me up for life. So I just never freestyled again.
Wow, you lost your
telling you what I
freestyle
said.
confidence
Yeah.
right there?
Yeah.
How old were you? You were probably so young.
Yeah, I was like 14.
Yeah. I definitely can relate to that. I remember like back when I was a kid, like somebody trying to like do something similar where they like had a beat going and they asked me like, honestly, that might be a huge part why I never rapped, is that I kind of like froze, didn't sound good at all. And I was just like, I'm never trying that again.
Right. Yeah,
Wow.
that's how it be. Yeah.
But so were your brothers like super masculine energy, and do you think that had a big ass impact on you?
Yes, they was very overprotective about everything that I did. So it's like, once they went to jail and stuff, like that's when I started like, taking routes on my own. Like I started going to the studio, or I just write a rap in my phone and just rap it out loud just for fun, because that's what we used to do, and I can't do that with them no more, So.
But they all got locked up?
Yeah.
For the same thing or for different shit over the years?
3 of them did for the same thing, and then 1 for something else.
Really? And they've been gone for years and years? And like how long of a sentence are we talking?
I had my brothers in the 9th grade, so 10th grade they left.
10th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, and so you're 22, so that's about 6 years already?
I think 6 years. I don't really want to count because of how many years they do have. So.
Right. Wow. So was that huge when that happened? And like
that was very huge. Those was my best friends. Like I didn't need friends when I had my brothers,
Right.
And they really taught me life, and they boys at that, so they was like, always fucking hoes and stuff like that. So they didn't want me to be those hoes. So they was like big on me about everything.
That's interesting though. How do you think that impression of, womankind like affected you? Because,
I feel like I wouldn't be as confident if I took a different route. Like if they wasn't like that. Like, yeah, I hated it in the moment because of course I want to like boys. I want to, feel attractive and stuff. But anybody I liked, or if they heard that they like me, like they would literally like beat them up like real bad, like beat the fuck out of them. Like even if they hear that we like each other. So it's like it. In the industry, when you're trying to get a feature or something like that, niggas gonna come at you like, yeah, we can do the feature, but pull up to here, shit like that. Like, just trying to talk to you. They ain't really trying to do the music and shit.
Right.
So
you were on high alert for that from early on.
Yeah, I feel like it really helped me,
Yeah, because when I think about what it would be like to be, now that I have a daughter, I kind of like think about the advice that I'm going to give her when she gets old enough to need the advice. And when I think about the older brother role and everything, it's kind of like there's just so much shit that you're going to have to warn a girl about. Because if you are going into this shit very Pollyanna-esque and thinking that you're gonna everybody's just gonna appreciate you for who you are as a person and everything. I mean, there's just so many scenarios that you would want to warn a girl about before she ended up in those scenarios, right?
Yep, and definitely because of Instagram and everything, like you're already exposed to a lot of things. So I feel like the best you can do with a girl, you can like just make her feel really comfortable to tell you anything where she don't have to sneak around and do things. If she's sneaky, then that's when it's gonna get bad, If with boys, he can damn near do anything, but I know the streets, so I know how to tell him how to move. That's the only thing I'm worried about him. It's not about hoes or anything like that, but him moving a certain way and not trying to, of course he gonna listen to my old music and be like, but I'm gonna definitely warn him about, what he up against, especially in today, with everything going on.
So when your brothers got locked up, if I'm paying attention correctly here, it's like they get locked up and then your music starts popping off like not too long after that?
No, I never was rapping when they was out. Like I never did it before. I just had raps in my phone. And then the day I got kicked out of school, I recorded it because I was at home early as fuck and nothing to do, everybody gone. So I just recorded it on some bullshit, uploaded it, and it went viral. And then ever since, like, rappers I was listening to in my city, they was hitting me up to do songs and get in the studio and shit. So after that, I started going to the studio with them, making songs. First song I dropped hit 1 million in, like, I want to say 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. It hit 1 million, like, fast. So then I kept doing music. I already had a fan base from doing freestyles on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
So,
but when you say freestyles, you're saying like written to other people's beats?
yeah, like I would remix. I always used to remix like Young Thug and like beats I find like Detroit beats on the internet and shit.
Interesting. So do you think like when your brothers left, looking back on it now though, do you feel like how did that affect you emotionally? Because they were like a very much like your security team, your safety blanket. They were kind of probably protecting you from a lot of the bad things around.
Definitely.
And then all of a sudden they're gone. Like how did that affect you and how did you adapt?
It affected everything about me. I ain't gonna lie. Like I was barely able to function and do things when it was early, going on. But how I dealt with it is like, I talked to them every day. When the coronavirus wasn't out, I was able to go see them. That helped a lot. But I feel like if things happen for a reason. So if they was here, I wouldn't be doing shit. I would just have them. Like they would, provide everything. So it changed for the good and the bad. Like, how can I put this? Okay, well, I lost my dad early in my life. I lost him very young. So dealing with a death that close, like people passed away in your life, but
and you were close with your father?
Very close. Like that was my best friend.
And how old were you when he passed?
I was like 7 years old.
What happened?
So he got shot 17 times.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was really, really hard on me, and I couldn't see him when everything was happening and stuff. So I felt just lost. Like we had the closest relationship out of everybody. So dealing with that kind of made it a little easier on me.
Just because you were, not easier, but you were already kind of numb to that pain of losing someone you were close to,
like
right?
Now it's bad. Like, I don't even like going to funerals or none of that type of shit because, like, I can't do this shit no more,
Yeah. Well, but what's your relationship with your mom like?
Oh, we are best friends. Like, that's my baby. Because she was into the street shit, too, When I started rapping, I kind of took her away from that.
Really?
So, that motivated me also, her just coming from that, like you can get over those type of things. And her boyfriend died I want to say the year that I got signed. Yeah, right before I got signed, he passed away.
So
and they was always together.
A couple years after your father passed.
Not a couple years, because that's when I first started rapping. So I was like 16, 17 when he passed away.
Okay, right.
And the things that was going on in the city, I just had to get out of there. And it's like God always got something going on for me in store. And it's like when something really bad happened to me, something really good happened to me. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it does seem like that, huh? Damn. That's super sad. I'm sorry you had to go through that. In terms of your overall growing up in Detroit, though, like you're saying your dad was kind of wrapped up in the streets, your mom was into that. Like, were you exposed to a lot of crazy shit when you were young? Did it very much?
Definitely.
You grew up with knowing that all this wild stuff was right outside your door.
Definitely. I was always ahead of my time. Like always. People always told me that. New people I met, they always like, you ahead of your time. How you know that, you know? Stuff like that.
Why do you think that was?
Because I was exposed to so much when I was younger, like, you know. But my mom, she don't sugarcoat shit. Like she gonna tell you how it is. Even if it hurts, she gonna tell you. So I was never like I'm very open minded, let's just say that, to everything that's going on. So
You didn't have the luxury of being naive or of thinking that everything was sweet. Like that got
Yes.
taken away from you at a very young
At
age.
a very young age. I don't even remember when I thought shit was sweet.
Right.
Like life just always been fucked up. But you know, good things come, but life just it's a fucked up place, you know.
Definitely. Were you your mom's support network in a way when that happened to her? Like did you feel like that brought you guys together in a sense, or you all of a sudden had to support her and she had to support you vice versa through that?
Well, she always supported me in anything that I had going on, but she was with him a lot, you know? Like, she would still be in the city while I'm traveling. Like, he passed away when I was in Atlanta. I was recording a song with Cuban and Mazo when it happened. So, and I actually finished the song. That's crazy. But he the type of dude, like, his name is Vito. When he passed away, he always told me, like, no matter what's going on, you still need to do what you got to do. Like, he was very motivating, and like he showed me the music that I wanted to listen to for real, like, you know, like new music.
Right. And when I'm hearing you talk about music, it seems like the local Detroit music was kind of your influence base more than a lot of times you talk to kids, and even if they're from New York or Atlanta, like it doesn't, they just listen to the top artists on the
Right.
radio or on MTV or YouTube, whatever. But you were like naming off like, oh yeah, I grew up listening to Bang Gang, and I'm like, oh shit,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Like you sort of grew up with like a different set of references, I guess.
Yeah, like when I was younger, my mom, she used to play like Trina. I remember knowing Trina songs when I was like, shit, I was definitely in elementary school. Going to that bitch like, got an SOB, like on some bullshit, just because my mom.
Right.
And, yeah, they just always listen to explicit music, so.
Wow, that's dope.